Hello students, today we are going to study about buffer solutions and solubility equilibria of Sprangli soluble salts. Okay, so first we are going with the topic buffer solution. So what are buffer solutions? Actually buffer solutions are those which resist the pH. Okay, when they resist the pH on dilution or with the addition of small amount of acid or a base. Okay, so this type of solutions are known as buffer solutions. Okay, now buffer solution of a known pH can be prepared. Okay, how can we prepare a buffer solution of a known pH? Okay, by knowing, first is by knowing the pKa value of acid and pKb value of base. What is this pKa? Power of ionization constant of acid. What is pKb? Power of ionization constant of what? Base. Okay, so if we know that, yes, buffer solution of known pH can be prepared. And second thing is by controlling the ratio of the salt and acid and salt and base. Okay, if we want to make a acidic buffer, we control the ratio of salt and acid. And if we want to know the, if we want to make a water, know the pH of what? Known pH of basic buffer, we will be taking what? Salt and base. The ratio of salt and base can be controlled to get a known pH of basic buffer. So now we are going to study designing of a buffer solution. I said to you, what is a buffer solution? It is a solution which resists the pH. It means what? It does not allow the pH to change if it is diluted or if any acid or base is added to it. Small amount of acid or bases are added to it. Okay, so how can we prepare an acidic buffer? Okay, so first we are going to see that. Okay, when we are preparing an acid buffer, how we prepare? We take what? A weak acid and a salt of strong base. Okay, and we can prepare a acidic buffer. Like, for example, CH3COH is a weak acid. Okay, CH3CONA is a strong base salt, isn't it? So now, what will happen? Both will ionize in a solution. Okay. So what will happen? This CH3COH will be ionized to CH3COO minus plus H plus ions. Okay. Now, if we are talking about CH3COO Na, it will be ionizing to what? CH3COO minus plus Na plus. Okay. Now, we are having this solution. If we are adding now HCl to it, okay, what happens? H plus ions will increase, isn't it? And if the H plus ions are increasing, naturally it will combine with this CH3COO minus and it will be forming what? CH3COH. It means reaction will be moving towards the backward direction. Okay, which happens in case of common ion effect also we have seen. Okay, so naturally here nothing will happen, no increase in the pH, no decrease in pH if we are adding what? Acid to it. Okay, and if suppose if you are adding a base to it, what will happen? In this, like NaOH, okay, it will be dissociated into Na plus and OH minus ions. Now what will happen? This Na plus ions, if it is increased, naturally it can combine with this CH3COO to form CH3CONA, okay. But what happens to this OH? This OH can react with what? CH3COH is also present over there. This OH will react with this to form what? CH3COO minus plus H2O. Naturally now also the pH is not changing. So here no change in pH even though we are adding small amount of acid or a small amount of base to it. Okay. So now here if we want to take the pH of this, okay, so pH is equal to what? pH is equal to pKa, whose value we know, okay, plus what? Log of the conjugate base upon the acid. Okay, because we have taken a weak acid, you will be getting a what? A conjugate base. Okay, so now this is only explained by Henderson-Hasselbalch equation. Okay, actually what happens in this? This is also the same. This is also the Henderson-Hasselbalch equation, and this pH is equal to pKa plus log salt upon acid is also this Henderson-Hasselbalch equation. Okay, actually why? Here why we have just removed this conjugate base and added salt over here? Because when there is a weak acid, the conjugate base also will be in a very small amount, and if it is formed in a very small amount, it is negligible, we can neglect it. So instead of writing the conjugate base over here, we can take what? Salt, because salt is only being formed over here only. What is that? CH3CONA, isn't it? So salt upon what? the acid. Okay, so here this was about the what, the acidic buffer. Now we will be preparing what, basic buffer. Okay, for that we need what, a weak base plus salt of a strong acid. Okay, so if we are talking about basic buffer, naturally we'll be taking now POH is equal to pKb plus log conjugate acid upon base. Okay, like we had taken over there in case of acid. Okay, when we were preparing what, acidic buffer. Okay, so now we get the value of this. Okay, but we need to know the pH now. So for taking out the pH or for knowing pH, okay, we will be converting this POH to pH. And how we are converting it, last video I have explained by this Kb into Ka is equal to Kw, and then step by step we had found to take out the pH. Okay, so pH is equal to pKa plus log conjugate acid upon base. Okay, so now we have got the pH right now. Okay, this equation is also known as what, Henderson-Hasselbalch equation. And here also, if it is the conjugate acid upon the base, you can also write salt upon the base, because here also the conjugate acid which will be formed from the weak base, okay, will be very, very small. It is negligible, so it can be neglected, and instead of that we can take salt upon the base. Now let us study the next topic, that is solubility equilibria of Sprangli soluble salts. Okay, so we are going to see here the solubility, okay, of the Sprangli soluble salts. Okay, but let us know first of all how many types of salts are there according to its solubility. Okay, if it is readily soluble in the solvent, okay, so naturally what it will be, its solubility will be more than 0.1 m. So here solubility is explained in terms of what, molarity. So if solubility is more than 0.1 m, okay, then that salt is totally soluble. Okay, now slightly soluble, it means it is less soluble. Okay, so what will be the value, 0.01 m, in between that what, 0.1 m, it means its value will be between 0.01 m and 0.1 m, and those type of salts will be slightly soluble. Okay, when we talk about the Sprangli soluble, here the solubility is less, very, very less, and so we see some precipitate also in that solution. Okay, so here the solubility value will be less than 0.01 m. Okay, it will be always less than 0.01 m. And we are concerned with this Sprangli soluble salts only. Right now we are seeing the solubility equilibria of Sprangli soluble salts. Okay, some examples are there. One of the example is barium sulfate. You can take silver chloride, you can even take baking soda. These all are Sprangli soluble in water. Okay, now you can see here this BaSO4. Okay, first we make a saturated solution in that. Okay, and then what happens, we are seeing what, yes, the solubility after being soluble, we get what, Ba2 plus ion and SO4 2 minus ions. Okay, when it dissociate, it is forming what, Ba2 plus SO4 2 minus on dissolution. Okay, when it is dissolving. Okay, but yes, all are not dissolving. Then if it is not dissolving, PPT is formed, it means precipitate is formed. Okay, and that we see as what, BaSO4. Okay, so here we are going to take out what, the solubility product constant. Its solubility product constant is written as KSP. Okay, so for this we will be taking out. First, if we see, if we want to see about its chemical equilibrium, okay, K is equal to what, the product Ba2 plus, okay, and SO4 2 minus, isn't it, upon what, BaSO4. Okay, so here K, this BaSO4 goes over here, and we are getting what in this, Ba2 plus and SO4 2 minus. Okay. So now naturally which has been dissolved or which has been totally dissolution has taken place, that is of Ba2 plus and BaSO4. Only that much of BaSO4 has been formed and some are left behind. So we are concerned with what? The solubility product constant. So it becomes what? Ksp is equal to what? Ba2 plus and SO4 2 minus. Okay. So from here only the equation here it has come, Ksp is equal to KBaSO4, that is equal to what? Ba2 plus and SO4 2 minus. So Ksp is equal to Bas2 plus SO4 2 minus. Okay. So this we have seen with the salt which we have taken BaSO4. Okay. Now if with the general equation, seeing the solubility product constant, okay, how we will be making out M, we have taken a salt MXXY. Okay. Now what happens after dissolution? It forms what? XM, okay, P plus YK Q minus. Okay. So here in this, okay, solubility product constant becomes what? This Mp plus, okay, to the power raised to the coefficient. Okay. Likewise xq minus to the power coefficient, that is what? Y. Okay. Now in this what we are actually saying, only the solubility. Okay. So here we can see solubility of this will be S, second one also will be S, but yes, how much it is? It is X, isn't it? XS to the bracket whole X, because we are taking the coefficient. Okay. And Ys to the power Y, the coefficient. Okay. So now substituting it, what happens? X to the power X, okay, Y to the power Y, okay, and here S is common, S solubility, it becomes what? X plus Y. So solubility product constant becomes what? X to the power X, okay, dot Y to the power Y, S X plus Y. Okay. Now let us study common ion effect on the solubility of ionic salts. So what is this actually? Actually here we will be taking the ionic salts over here. Okay. And we will be seeing the common ion effect of on the solubility. Okay. How? If we are taking NaCl, it is a strong electrolyte. Naturally it will break into Na plus and Cl minus. But here we are taking the reaction on the equilibrium stage only. Okay. So here we are seeing what? NaCl, so I have written the sign of equilibrium over here. Okay. Na plus plus Cl minus ions. Okay. So now in this, if we are adding what? HCl to it. Okay. Here also equilibrium stage is seen. Okay. Because it can also dissociate into H plus and Cl minus ions. Okay, so equilibrium stage, that stage is only seen, and here we are seeing what? H plus and Cl minus ion. As soon as we are adding this HCl, now what happened? Here on the product side we get a common this ion, that is what? Cl and Cl. Okay, as soon as this is formed, what will happen? The reaction will be in the backwards direction, because the concentration of Cl has been increased. Okay, and more of NaCl will be formed. Okay, and as the result, this NaCl which will be formed will be in a totally pure form, and this can be used to make medicines or any other substances which requires the pure form of sodium chloride. Okay, so now here, if the solubility of the weak acid, if we want to increase it, so what? We can decrease the pH. When we decrease the pH or increase the concentration of hydrogen ions, what will happen? This solubility of weak acids will be increased. Okay. So this was about the common ion effect on the solubility of ionic salts. Okay. All the topics have been seen. Okay. Solubility product constants, also many uses are there. We can find the solubility product constant. Okay. We can find the range of the precipitates and all. Okay. So this is all for today. Good day. Take care.